Hi, it's KCCK's Culture Crawl. I'm Dennis Green, and my guests today are from an upcoming radio theater production of the famous Christmas classic, It's a Wonderful Life, with TKM Theatrical Productions. Tom Milligan is here, the M in TKM.
That's right.
Nice to have you. And from the cast of It's a Wonderful Life, Quanda Hood. Quanda, welcome.
Thank you.
Nice to have you here.
Happy to be here.
Before we tell me a little bit, Tom, about how this got on the schedule and what shape it's going to take. Radio theater is a fun thing.
It is.
I had a broadcasting major in college.
Oh, sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
and that was what we had a class, and one of the things we did was radio theater, which of course prepared us for absolutely nothing in the modern world of radio broadcasting. But I've had a chance to do a couple of radio plays over the years, and prepared me great for that.
Yeah, they are kind of interesting because it's a different look at a show. We're obviously, when we were looking for a Christmas show, we were looking for something a little bit different. We did a very strange one last year, which went over really well. So you're always looking for a different kind of title and things like that. And this one, everybody knows It's a Wonderful Life from the movie. But what this is this takes the script and puts it onto stage, done as a 1940s style radio show where actors hold their scripts in their hand and read. They play multiple characters. There's a sound effects table that goes on the entire time. So what you're doing is, and there is an actual invited audience watching this as well. So it's really kind of like a play within a play to a degree, where you have actors like Quanda and myself who are playing characters that are actors.
You're playing 1940s radio play characters who are doing
that
a
have
play.
a whole history themselves, and then those people are actually playing all of the characters within the script. So you see the action at the microphones, of course, as the show's going on and being read, but you also see a little of the backstory that's going on around in the stage in the recording studio as well, between the actors, the actors themselves.
So there are perhaps little stories happening that the radio audience would not see, but the in-person audience does.
And that's the fun part about this, is that you're watching this. It's like watching Orson Welles' War of the Worlds, with everybody kind of walking around and then taking a break and going over and getting a cup of coffee while the show's still going on. So you have that element as well. So different.
Quanda, so tell me how you got involved with this production.
So I am on the board with TKM Productions, and Tom and his partner Deb and I have known each other for
Long time.
7-8 years now. I am the president of Clear Creek Amana Fame. We're the Fine Arts Booster Club for the Clear Creek Amana School District. And because we partner with supporting financially all of the fine arts throughout the district, we've always had a really great working relationship. Rumor is that they think I have a really great voice, and so they've always been very encouraging of me and gave me this opportunity to be a part of this wonderful production.
Yeah. Well, I on the voice part, I totally agree. Definitely. Well, and what not everyone may know, Tom, is that you and Deb have been involved as directors of theater in the Clear Creek Amana District. First time, I've directed many shows there.
Yeah, we are in our ninth year of directing 2 shows. We do a fall play and then we do a spring musical. This year we did Clue the Musical, so we had a musical this time. But yeah, we have a really great working relationship, and that's kind of bled over into her working with us at TKM as a board member, and now on stage.
So, Quanda, you're a theater booster. Do you have a big theater background?
Maybe. In college, I worked in my college theater for the 6 years that I was there. And I've always loved theater in general, but I think the arts are just crucial and important to us as a society. So any opportunity I get to support that or be a part of it, even as just an audience member, I'm happy to do that.
Well, you're in the right place for that, because that's our belief too. How long has it been since you've done a show?
Oh my gosh. I mean, well, been near stage, I would say it's probably been too many years that it'll give away my age.
Okay. So what parts do you play then in It's a Wonderful Life?
I get to be young Mary and adult Mary.
Okay. And then, of course, I didn't want to do too many spoilers, but, is there can you give us a hint if there's any little backstory happening with your 40s actor character?
Yeah, I don't know that we've
Yeah,
necessarily.
we've just had one. This is a short rehearsal period because we obviously don't have to memorize.
Right.
So we're just coming into it, and we've had one rehearsal, but those will be things that will develop over time, and we'll see what happens with those.
So there's kind of an improv aspect.
Yeah,
to
I
this.
think so. Yeah, because you kind of step back out of the limelight out there at the microphone, and you've kind of got this whole other world going on behind there. So we're looking forward to that, and developing that side as well.
I feel like Mary's a big flirt. That's what I feel.
Okay. Okay. All right.
She was at one time Miss Ohio. What year was it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
1930 something.
So her character was Miss Ohio in 1930 something.
I'm even wondering if I should wear the sash.
Tell me about the script a little bit. Is it a pretty faithful adaptation of the story as we imagine it from the movies?
Yeah, it really is. It follows it right along. If you know, most people know the movie and seen the play and things like that. It does follow really well. The tricky part is that, it's like Quanda said, she plays 2 roles. I play actually, I believe, 14 different roles. So those are 14 different distinct voices that you have to create and come up with. And so that's where the real interesting part of for the actors coming up is coming up with those. So every time, in theory, on the radio, when they don't see a visual of a person there, that radio voice indicates who they are. So that's really a lot of the work that we're putting in now, is establishing those voices. And you try and do 16 different voices, and that's a lot of strain on a voice. And it's trying to figure out which voices you do most to make those easier to do, because those are the hard ones. And then you find the ones that are hard, gravelly voices. If you've got 1 or 2 lines, shoot that one in there.
And remember which is which.
And remember which is which. Yeah. Thank goodness we have our scripts in our hands, because because we've also got the actors also do the sound effects.
Well, that was what I was going to ask.
Yeah.
The other thing about doing a radio play like this is that that person or those people in charge of the effects table is, that's a huge job, and one that we don't encounter in theater all the time.
As well as the fact that there's a whole musical score that goes along with it as well. So we have music going on, we have microphones going on, we have sound effects going on, as well as there's 5 of us out there reading the script.
So cast of 5?
Cast of 5.
Cast of 5 voice actors?
Yeah, I believe that's what it is. We have Quanda and myself. We have Jonesy McElroy is one of the multiple characters. Jonesy, we've known Jonesy for years from back in Old Creamery days, is back in town to do a show for us. Dana Jensen, who is one of our all-star rock star people that does a lot of props for us, stage managing. She's on stage. And then we have a big surprise. We have Justin Roberts.
Oh, the celebrity guest star.
The celebrity
big
star.
Celebrity
Justin
guest
Roberts
star.
is coming in to read the role of George Bailey, the star of the show. So it's great we've worked with Justin before, so it's great to have him back, and it's just going to be a fun project.
Yeah. Well, obviously he brings a little local stardom with him, but he is also very talented actor and announcer, and plays mean piano too.
I know that. Yeah.
So you mentioned music, live band or pre-recorded music?
It's pre-recorded.
Sure.
There was a track. We were contacted by a gentleman who had created tracks for this that was separate from the script. So we went ahead and got those and filled them in. So it's just that musical interlude music.
But original music that goes with the show.
Yeah,
That's
exactly,
excellent.
yeah.
Rather than having to kind of create something.
Right. Since you can't see from one scene to the other visually, that's a change. They throw the music in, so that helps that transition of a little bit. So
Quanda, you've had a chance to read through the script. Had a rehearsal, just I think one rehearsal at this point. It's a story that we all know really well. What, from an acting perspective, what are you doing to try and bring something new to these parts?
Well, I think at first I was really nervous about the fact that, I hadn't really done anything like that. And I will admit that I have not seen the movie in its entirety. But one of the things that made us really comfortable, at least me really comfortable that first night, was going through the script and maybe missing when I was supposed to be back at the table to do a sound effect, instructions from Deb to, that's good. Put that into it, that I got to go back over here and make that a part of the show, as opposed to, trying to make sure that I'm always doing everything perfectly.
The show is It's a Wonderful Life, radio play version, and we have 2 weekends to get a chance to get it.
Yeah, this is the big weekend in Amana, so we decided to open it up to 2 weekends. So we are opening on the 1st of December and run the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, and then we come back the next weekend on the 8th, 9th, and 10th. So I'll do our regular 7:30 on Friday and Saturday night, and as the script says, we do 2:30 3 o'clock on Sunday, so matinee. So, and those are starting to fill up pretty well.
Great.
So yeah.
How do we get tickets?
You can get tickets at, you can go to our website now, which is tkmtheatricalproductions.com. Just push on any of the events, and you'll see all of the shows that are coming up, including the ones that we have still coming up this year besides this one. Quanda was very helpful in getting our website set up, so you can do that. You can also go to our Facebook, TKM Theatrical Productions as well, order tickets there, and so that's where that information is.
Well, sounds like a blast. As a radio play veteran from college, I can say these are just a blast to be in and to watch, and a great way to celebrate the holidays in the Amana.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
You can hear the Culture Crawl live on the radio many weekdays at 10:30, or download the podcast, watch or listen on your own schedule at kcck.org/culture, or using your favorite podcast app. I'm Dennis Green, and I'll talk to you later.